Alright, y'all, we rolling. Alright, can I get from this side on down, let me get you to introduce yourselves so when I go back and do my transcribing.
Okay, Cuzn Jed.
You already know what it is. Big bankz up in here.
Oh, it's your boy Poppa, like you heard me.
Mike D.
Alright, OG Mike D, man. Okay. But first of all, man, I appreciate all y'all coming out here, man, on a late night. I normally don't even do interviews this late, but I appreciate every last one of y'all. I appreciate Scrub, man. Let me come up in here. So, I see the t-shirts, man, so let's talk about it first off. Free my people. What's that about? Let's start off with you, Jed.
Free My People is a movement that we started, man. And what we doing, we bringing substance back to the game. What we grew up with, you know what I'm saying? When we were in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? There was substance in it. So Free My People, we trying to free your mind. You know what I'm saying? Free my people. We trying to free. It gets deep with Free My People, man. You know what I'm saying? It get down. It gets scripture, but you know. But it's just bringing substance back to the game.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to do with that.
Okay, so when you say free my
people, I mean free. I got people locked up, my loved ones locked up, that I want to see, you know what I'm saying, free. That, you know what I'm saying, I got my homies locked up that I want to see free, that I grew up with. And also, even walking around, I still want to see my people free. I got people that's in the streets, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Whether it's aunties or cousins or whatever in the streets, I want them to be free their mind, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a movement we got going on.
Okay, so when you say free my people, you're not talking about just physically, you're talking about mentally. And then y'all were talking financially too. Mike D, what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So how did the whole campaign get started?
We got Poppa, you know what I'm saying? He was blessed with that vision. You want to run with it, Poppa?
Yeah, it really all started with when I had got locked up, you heard me? My kinfolk MP and bankz had dropped the song, you heard me? Free my nigga, let him go, you know what I'm saying? That gave me the idea right there, you heard me? And I figured, you know what I'm saying, if you're talented enough or you blessed enough to, you know what I'm saying, to have somebody to sit down and listen to you for 4 or 5 minutes without them, you know, no kind of feedback or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? And they actually pay attention and, you know what I'm saying, take heed to what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? That's a responsibility that come with that, you know what I'm saying? So as far, we take a different approach when we make our music, you know what I'm saying? We just don't try to, you know, I'm selling bricks, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna kill this dude, I'm gonna kill that dude, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, truth be told, you know, I had my brother killed, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that ain't no walk in the park, you know what I'm saying? I don't wish that up on nobody, you know what I'm saying? So why would I sit there and, you know, promote, psych somebody out to, you know what I'm saying, to go back down that road, you know what I'm saying, going nowhere fast, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it's really all about right there, you know what I'm saying? Taking it a step at a time, man. Yeah, trying to free our people.
Okay. Okay, so it's more than just y'all four, I'm assuming, right?
It's more, you know what I'm saying? We got little homies, we go all the way down to we getting them from the crib, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And as far as developing them, you know what I'm saying, in their mind. It's musically, but at the same time, it's deeper than that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, than music. So it's more. Yeah.
Okay.
So just like the picture, all the people behind us.
Right.
Shit, you know, yeah.
Right.
And
I heard you.
Worldwide, though.
Now, when you and Mike D were talking, y'all were talking about you want to start with the music first, then branch off into other areas. Why are you guys starting with the music first?
It's one thing, that music, see, people say it reflects culture, but it influences culture more than it reflects culture.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Prime example, like with gangbang, you know what I'm saying? It reflected a small culture in LA, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But once with the movie Colors hit and everybody got to rapping about it and stuff like that, it, you know what I'm saying, it influenced, you know what I'm saying, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So as far as we, you know, hopefully we'll be able to influence people with this music, you know what I'm saying? Started off like that, you know what I'm saying? Kind of plant the seed and then grow from there.
Okay. And bankz, man, what's your take on Free My People in the campaign right now?
Like, really the same thing, you know, like, my boy went to jail, you know what I'm saying? We had made the song, and then he came out, and he wasn't, like, on the same shit. He wasn't, like, on the same stuff he was on when he went in, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, let's do this Free My People movie. You know, I'm rocking with him, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't, like he said, it ain't just we getting people head, these youngsters, you know what I'm saying, getting them all psyched out and stuff. No, we really making positive music, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like with the Free My People CD, I feel like I can go to the church house and, you know, I can sell anybody a CD.
Okay.
But this right here, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people don't like their rap music.
Right.
But it ain't, it's like, I can't explain it, you know what I'm saying? It's just, the music is just so heartfelt, you know what I'm saying? Just speaking on real stuff, you know what I'm saying? That anybody that listen to it, anybody that listen to it gonna like it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm down with that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's like a blessing to me, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
God gave me this voice to, you know what I'm saying, use it. So instead of promoting all this crazy, devilish stuff, you know what I'm saying, why not, you know what I'm saying, use some of it for the Lord, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Straight up and, you know, promote positive, keep people, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I want to, like, give them a clear mind on, you know what I'm saying, listen to their music and, you know, keep them straight from doing all this crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, you use the word positive to describe it. Do y'all think that's what the people want these days, considering the way the climate of music?
See, one thing about people, they rarely know what they want to. They rarely know. See, we get influenced and manipulated so much we don't even much realize it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
As far as you just watching a commercial on TV, you know what I'm saying? You see a good looking pizza come on. You know what I'm saying? It goes deep. You know what I'm saying? It goes deep.
But you got
As far as that though, people really don't know what they want until it's already out there. You know what I'm saying?
And then the way they got their mind programmed.
And everybody really be feeling some type of way, but people be kind of scared to kind of step up because they feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody gonna look at them different.
I'm not the hardest one around, and I'm not a killer, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. Jay, you had a comment you wanted to make?
No, I was trying to teach my cousin something.
Yeah, might give my bad.
You know, well, really, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way BET and YouTube and Facebook got everybody, they pretty much follow the leader. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they'll follow them off this cliff. And we get a couple other people going the other way, maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe they'll follow their way too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though they might be faking like they down with this and that, but they can't keep faking to have love for their people and all that without one day catching on, you know what I'm saying? Because it really ain't about us, it's about trying to make a way for our people, because if somebody don't do something in about 100 years from now, the Cook Road, there ain't gonna be no proof that black folks even lived on the Cook Road. You know what I'm saying? Black folks own it, but we ain't gonna own it no more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody don't step up and do something,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So we like, hey, these people on BET, they manipulate them to do the dumb stuff. Let's see if we can trick them into doing something for themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That'll help them. And then once we plant that seed, if we can make that become the culture of what's going on in the black neighborhood, it's going to catch on everywhere else. And once they see, if we can start here in Shreveport, and people see that, hey, they living good in Shreveport, the other black folks, they going to want to live good too. They going to start trying to do the same thing. I'm hoping.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to have a good convo here, man. Already, man. This is the 100 talk without the camera, man. So basically the idea that I'm getting from all of you is that you're trying to divert the people from the dangerous path they're starting to go down.
Yeah.
So it's, okay.
Plus, each one of us that sat here,
right,
all us sitting here, we done all help to destroy the hood.
Right. So there's a responsibility. Okay.
You know what I'm
okay. Each one of y'all got a responsibility.
So ain't nobody gonna look at us like, yeah, y'all did this and y'all did that. But we looking at it.
Right.
We got to go when it's all over with. We got to go and give account to what we did.
Right. I'm glad you said that because I remember when I interviewed you back in 2010. And I noticed that you had the blue on, and I asked you about the Crip culture on the Cooper Road, and your remark was, we didn't even want to gang bang. So you felt that you didn't understand why the little homies wanted gang bang because you guys being the originators, y'all didn't want to gang bang. It was something that y'all were forced into.
We were forced into it.
Okay.
We were kids. We didn't know that this was what they was putting on us to help to knock us off. You know what I'm saying? We just knew that, hey, these dudes come around with their foolery, they grown men, and hell, they shooting guns and all this, and hell, we call the police ain't gonna come.
Right.
So we like, damn, we gonna have to fight back. So see, we went from fighting back to we gotta hit first. And went from there to we need better guns. So here we go. Now we selling guns. We selling dope to buy guns in order. We went from protecting ourselves to really on the attack.
Right.
And then by the time that we took over. We had the power in the hood. We were too young to understand what that meant. You know what I'm saying? But all we know that ain't nothing gonna go on Cook Road unless we allow it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we didn't know that we could take this and do something more with it. You know what I'm saying? But then we started seeing money. When the money got into it, everybody, you know what I'm saying, that when it started splitting up. You know what I'm saying? Same thing like with this rap thing. It was for black people, and it was enlightening people and uplifting us.
Right.
But then the white man got slick and put money in it.
Right.
Say, man, they make these ones that's talking about doing the dirt and the stuff that hurt the neighborhoods. Let's pay them. Let's make them rich.
Okay.
And there it went. You know what I'm saying? So people like, man, I'm really feeling this and that and other, but yeah, I'm gonna put this into the side. This ain't gonna, like Ice Cube say, self-destruction don't pay the fucking rent. You know what I'm saying? So we like, shit, we're going for the money. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that shit, you taking this money, but this money ain't nothing, because they gonna break you all the way down, and then they gonna just walk and take the little money that's left right back from you.
Right. I got you. Now, I don't know if y'all saw the 100 talk with Dub Sack, Big Sack, and but he's from the Cooper Road. We were talking about, you know, the S hat he had on. He had on a blue S hat. You know, he banged 6-0, and his remark was, it's part of the culture of the Cooper Road. Once something's been in you for so long, it's hard to get it out. So my question is, with Crippin being so embedded in the Cooper Road, how do you divert people from it's literally a culture, because you got kids whose daddy was a 6-0, granddaddy was probably a 6-0. How do you divert people away from a culture that's so deep inside the neighborhood?
See, that's why you got to plant that seed.
Make a whole culture.
Yeah, plant that seed and it start growing, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully my grandchildren will be starting to, you know, wake up and, you know what I'm saying, kind of get about that culture. But it's going to be hard when people didn't live, and, you know what I'm saying, you got people who done lost their lives.
Right.
You divert that energy to positive. That's what I say.
Okay.
It's still gonna be, it's still gonna be 60s and movies.
Right, because I'm noticing blue that y'all got on right now. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't gonna change, but the things that we do within, but you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna never get them to just throw that away. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? I remember my homeboys. My homeboys that what they live. Some of them live for it. But even though a lot of them didn't really want to be into that, but that's what their homeboy was, and we was together. You know what I'm saying? Some of them lost their lives, so a lot of them feel like, turn our back on this, turn back on our homeboys, you know, this gone. But at the same time, it's more about wear your blue, you know, be, you know what I'm saying, be whatever. But the thing about it is, don't do none of that stupid shit no more to hurt your brothers, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't just hurting your brother, you hurting yourself. Because shit, the other people ain't gonna never have no love for you. That's out the window. We can wish and hope and pray for them to somehow get some love in their heart for them. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? If we don't love each other, ain't nobody else. We the only help we gonna get. You know what I'm saying? We the only help we gonna get. My homeboy love wearing red every day, this and that and the other, and he throw up a gang sign look different from mine. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. And that ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? If somebody comes to try to kill us, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be the one to help me before he might not help me, but I'm looking for him before this other man, because the other man ain't gonna help me.
Right.
That ain't gonna happen.
Okay. So the Free My People thing is because I'm seeing all Cooper Road people on the cover. So is it strictly a Cooper Road thing for now?
This is where it originated from. You know what I'm saying? The Cooper Road. You know what I'm saying? All us from the Cooper Road. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it starts right here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I got a big following. You know what I'm saying? Really, the whole Shreveport surrounding area.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we just put forward. It's a lot of people already with the movement. You know what I'm saying? Because they liking the music. You know what I'm saying? They want, you know, just down, you know, a lot of stuff, man. That music now, man. If it just get in your brain, you heard me, you can easily forget that.
Right.
But if it's in your heart, heartfelt music, you heard me, you ain't gonna never forget that. That'll never get old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it got feeling to it.
Right.
And every time you hear this, you gonna feel this. You know what I'm saying? You'll hear that. You know what I'm saying? And you'll forget about that, you know what I'm saying? But that heartfelt music, you can't. You know
right. And that's what I always respect about you, because you're a street nigga, but you never catered your music to strictly that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You always gave different sides, so you got my respect on that, bro. You always have my respect on that. I don't know how familiar y'all are with J. Edgar Hoover, the infamous J. Edgar Hoover, you know, over the FBI. Well, his infamous remark was, "There will never be a black Messiah. There will never be a black man to resurrect black people. There will never be that one black leader to wake black folks up." And that's when he had the whole COINTELPRO, you know what I'm saying, that brought Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all these people down. The reason why I said that, I said all that to ask this: every time there's an effort to bring black folks together, it seemed like, you know, sure as shit stank, man, there's always something coming left field to disrupt it.
Yeah.
So, is that in mind when you guys are talking about?
They're gonna resist it. They're gonna resist it.
Yeah, but when you got a guy for you, though.
And then, you know,
go forward.
You know, black people, we tribal people too. You know what I'm saying? That's why we click up too with gangs and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really about your tribe. We starting there with our tribe, with the Cooperroad. You know what I'm saying? And you know, your tribe, peace with my tribe. And, you know, we think on the same level, you know what I'm saying? We take it from there, you know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at it. Because everybody ain't going to agree with what you're doing.
Right, exactly. Especially people that may look like you, the same color as you.
So, you know, that's why I said we have to take it back to that tribal thing, man.
Okay.
But it's one love, though, man. You got to learn how to work people, too, man. We always operate off of emotions a lot, you know what I'm saying? You got to kind of learn how to work people, hopefully. But I be thinking about what you said, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
everybody got love was locked up.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can't help but to feel it, though. You know
Black.
what I'm saying?
Shit, I'm pretty sure Michelle, she got some somebody in there.
Okay.
I don't know about the rock, but Michelle, she got some. Or somebody, you know what I'm saying, lost from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Cracked out or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know.
It's time to let everybody feel.
We will all, you know what I'm saying, become one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Mike D, what's your thoughts?
Really, Jada, what he say? One thing about he a white man.
Right.
They like, I ain't worried about what no lying-ass white man say, because he ain't nothing but a lie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing but a lie.
Okay.
But you know, it may never be another one. You know what I'm saying? But you got 4 of them right here that's trying. You know what I'm saying? We gonna try shit. So what? We tried to make $1 million selling crack. Shit. Why not try this?
Right.
Well, straight up.
Okay, I got you.
We got nothing better to do.
Right.
Better to do, man. Cause look, he got sons. I got sons. He got sons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got none, you will.
Right.
More likely. You know what I'm saying? We can't just leave this shit fucked up for him like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just leave this shit because it's gonna get worse and worse. We just turn our back and leave it to them and just say y'all deal with it.
Right. Exactly.
That ain't no love. They ain't showing no love to them. Just leave this shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit, we done had all the fun in the street, this and that. Cause we didn't know no better. Now we know better. You know better. You gotta do.
You gotta do better.
You know what I'm saying? It all come down to if you gonna be a man and try to handle your business the right way and do the right thing, or you gonna be one of these bitch ass niggas and let them motherfucking white folks throw you a couple dollars and you go on TV, shake your ass, you know, type shit and try to turn out some more little boy. That's what they doing.
Right. Speak on it. There you go.
Niggas like Lil Wayne, them all them motherfuckers, man, really, it killed me to see that the niggas really think that white folks don't want to see these niggas with no money.
Right.
Like, the fuck they worry about them for? They ain't gonna do nothing with it.
Real
They buy
talk.
a bunch of shit.
Right.
They brag about, I bought this. What the fuck you bought something? Any motherfucker can buy something.
Right.
I bought a car. I bought a Bentley. So what? You bought a Bentley. How many motherfuckers can ride in that Bentley?
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Real
When the
talk.
motherfucking folks bring them tanks in the hood, go jump in your Bentley. And see what they, you know what I'm saying? They ain't worried about them niggas.
Right.
Them niggas ain't doing that with their money, but spending their money with other motherfuckers that's already got money who ain't never gonna put a penny in the black neighborhood.
Right.
And that's the shit we trying to break right there. Dumb shit. Niggas doing dumb shit and bragging about it.
Right. Proud to be doing it.
Yeah.
I got you. Now let's stay right there for a moment. Let's talk about the Cooper Road, man. What's the Cooper Road mean to y'all?
Man, I don't know what it is about it, man.
That's wild, man. That's all I know.
Okay. You ain't lying, man. Somebody cracked a joke and said that if you put a mall up on North Market, you'll never see the Cooper Road niggas because they got everything they need up there on the Cooper Road. You will never see them niggas.
Yeah.
So And it's a certain swagger that Cooper Road niggas got. It's two distinct swaggers in my opinion in Shreveport. Cedar Grove and Cooper Road. You can spot a Cedar Grove nigga from a mile away. You can spot a Cooper Road nigga from a mile away. It's just the way they carry themselves. So with Cooper Road, like you said, Cooper Road being self-sufficient as it was for years until quote unquote it got sold out to the city.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Cooper Road today?
It's in a bad place right now.
Okay.
We gotta do something. And this is 9-0 right now. With 49 coming and all this shit.
Right, we're gonna talk about that.
This is where it's time for the change to come. But whoever gonna be in place to get it, you know what I'm saying? They trying to push us on out the way so they can be there and reap all the benefits. You know what I'm saying? And push us on out the way. And if that happens, the little power we got up there is gonna be it's gone.
Okay.
And it's gonna be white people have all of it up there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Bad enough, they taking our tax dollars and spending it across town, closing our schools down. You know what I'm saying? They closed Newton Smith down. I'm like, damn, closed Newton Smith down. And shit, my homeboy, JT, his granddaddy gave the people the land to put their school there and Southern.
Right,
And you mean tell me another motherfucker just close it down?
Right.
But we still paying, they ain't gonna lower our taxes because we ain't got to pay for this school no more. They just gonna take them tax dollars that we were paying for Newton Smith and add it to the schools over the white schools over there and started bragging about how they grade started going up. Their grades going up. They got A from A now to A plus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they like, hey, on Cooper Road, see, Newton Smith went from a D to F.
Right.
Like it's the kids' fault. It ain't the kids' fault. You motherfuckers need to pay some teachers and make sure that them teachers teach the kids. Ain't no such thing as the kids can't learn. You ain't got no motherfuckers in there that care to teach them. Or know how to teach them.
Crazy tests holding them back.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Right. Rusty, I want to get your take, man. Get your thoughts. What you think about
what's
Cooper
going to
Road?
happen to it? It's still going to be in our heart because we always know what we had to go through on the Cooper Road, and it's going to be in our heart. So I mean, whatever they're trying to do, like you said, it starts right here. You know what I'm saying? Independent businessman, we all in place. We all linking up, doing things. You know what I'm saying? So. You got screwed up with the barbershop.
Right.
That's culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's culture. So
is the Cooper Road getting better? Has it gotten better over the years, or has it gotten worse?
It depends on what's the definition of better or worse. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It doesn't change. Well, it's kind of changing. It's kind of changing.
Okay, how
As far
so?
as crime wise, as far as them writing up the crimes in the books, it's lower, the crime rate lower. But then you're looking at the black business numbers of black-owned businesses going down. You know what I'm saying? And you got people leaving. You got more people leaving now. You know?
So people are leaving the road.
Yeah, they leaving. They not just going across town. Most people going to Georgia, going to Texas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They getting away from there. You know what I'm saying? They really don't see where it'll benefit them to stay home. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we gotta bring something home,
Right.
make something happen because we got the money up there because we paying taxes. and
Real
shit.
talk.
We just
Real
seeing
talk.
the money, seeing the benefits across town.
Right, real talk. And this is gonna lead me into. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Locc.
You got to realize too, the Cooper Road ain't nothing but some land. So it's really the people who's staying up there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They are considered the Cooper Road. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And we got that new younger generation. You know what I'm saying? It's being influenced. So shit, it's changing. It's like he said, destroying all the black businesses and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
And that's something that Cooper Road's been known for, having your own business and doing your own thing.
now you go to elementary, middle school, high school, and college. Start your own business. They ain't got to never leave.
There you go. Yeah, you ain't lying. That's the only place you can go from elementary, from Head Start all the way up to college. You ain't lying.
You never got to leave. Start your own business up there.
Okay, so that leads me into 49, the topic of 49. I was on Facebook. I'm not going to say his name, but he's from the road. And I told him that, if they build 49, because at first people thought 49 was going to go straight through the Cooper Road, the neighborhood, as opposed to being on the outside. And I told him, I said, man, if the interstate goes through the neighborhood, that's going to change the whole neighborhood because, gentrification, that could bring the prices up and then outsource everybody to where now, instead of having big Nokia shop over here, now you got a Starbucks. Now you got a old white woman walking a poodle at 6 a.m. in the morning. Ain't going to be what it used to be. And his response was, shit, I welcome it. So, what's your thoughts on 49 being built on Cooper Road? How's it affecting Cooper Road in your opinion? You guys being from there.
Shit, my opinion is, man, these folks have lost their damn mind, man. You just gotta get in with this guy.
These youngsters, man, they fucked up, man. These youngsters fucked up, man.
And they created them like that. That's why they don't put no good shit over there. Because if you growing a tree and you constantly poisoning this tree, you're not gonna put it up around a beautiful set or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So you poisoning this community with all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna really try to build it up. So you know what I'm saying? Because you already know what's gonna happen there. These people over here been boiling this shit. They gonna shit tear it up, destroy that shit. It just ain't gonna be right there. That's why you see all that shit built up by the white folk and that bullshit over there by you and shit like that. There.
Right.
That shit good. Yeah.
What's Screw Up take on that shit?
Yeah.
What was it in?
You know he got some shit.
What you think about 49?
Man, like I said, I think at some points it's gonna be beneficial, but like they say, some points, man, like I say, it's gonna be shit. The crime rate might go back up.
Because of 49?
Yeah, because there's gonna be a lot of, you know what I'm saying, shit, tourists, businesses. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like they say, we gotta get it intact now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when it do come, you know what I'm saying, we won't have all those problems.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the rate is going out with the youngsters and the stuff that they doing, it's gonna be hell.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, most of the people on the Cooper Road are homeowners, right? They own the land, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, with 49 coming through, aren't the black folks automatically gonna be in control because we own the land?
But shit, they selling it out. You know what I'm saying? You got it's like they up there trying to buy land for the white people. You know what I'm saying? They trying to buy up all the land. You know what I'm saying, on the slick. You know what I'm saying? So you got somebody, man. These people, they got so many people like folks. They folks had land and this and that. They out here, they ain't got nothing going. They like they crack shit and fucked a lot of them up.
Okay.
And they'll sell that land for a little nothing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them will, and then you got some of them that just, you know, they ain't thinking about, you know, a lot of people mind just at the point where they really in despair. They'll just sell it off. They don't see where I can take this land and make some money off of it. All they see is, well, I'll just take this little money and get the hell on. They ain't looking at, once I take my money and sell this land to the man and I go home, what he gonna do to it? You know what I'm saying? When he put a business here making money, making plenty of money in the neighborhood. But they ain't gonna hire none of our kids to work there. You know what I'm saying? So our kids, the only way they gonna see some of the money is rob some of the people that come in here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they making it. We had 3 elementary schools now. They're closing them down. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The less kids we have in school, that's the less people. That's the less education you got. That's the less chance to ways to make money. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna have to go to crime. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of the ones that I sold dope and all that. I didn't have to. I ain't have to, you know what I'm saying? But it's something I chose to do. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But you got some dudes, that's the only thing they probably would have been able to do. Well, they wouldn't be able to do something else. But in school, I sat and heard a dude that I know was a special ed. You can put an algebra book in front of him and he just tell you, I can't do that shit. But then he can tell you, how many rocks he can get out of 20 grams. Right. In order for him to have this much money, he got to sell his rocks for X amount of money.
Right, and that's algebra right there.
That's algebra. He don't know that. But
Street algebra.
Yeah, but he don't know that's algebra. Right. Because a teacher never did sit down and try to explain it to him in a way that he'll understand it.
Right. Okay, I got you, man. Man, Jed, man, you want to follow up on that?
Man, my dealing as far as with the Cooper Road, and I'm back and forth. I live in Dallas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I grew up on the Cooper Road, and it changed a lot since I left. But the way I'm able to keep up with the culture of it actually is through my relatives, my folk. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much on that as far as, to me, it depends on what you sell it for. You know what I'm saying? As far as you got some land, y'all doing business. Because one thing about progress, white folks look at progress, they're like, ain't they gonna stop progress? You know what I'm saying? They gonna, if it's about progress, they gonna go in there and take it over, whatever.
Right.
So
right.
Just better be good on negotiating end. You know what I'm saying? And have something.
Okay.
That's what I can say about it. Because
they go get it regardless.
You know, that's my take on it.
Okay. Now, what's y'all take on the landfill being right next to the neighborhood?
But that's on us. the people of the Cooper Road for sitting back, not being informed with what's going on and letting it happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like here, we got enough land up there. There's a gang of folks up there got enough land. We can we can open up our own goddamn land.
You ain't lying. Damn sure ain't lying.
But see, we don't think like that. And that's what we trying to get the youngsters to start thinking in that way. But you know what I'm saying? You got to put it in their mind. That ain't something that you just out of the blue start thinking with a business mind. You know what I'm saying? They put it in, the white people put it in their kids' head, but we teaching our kids to go get a job.
Right.
Work for the white man.
Right.
And when they just hope the white man don't get tired of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the wrong way to think. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you got something you can bring to the table that can't nobody else bring to the table too. You just got to find out what it is and learn how to make your money out of it and keep your relevance in the game.
Okay. Anybody respond to the landfill being next to the neighborhood?
That shit caught on fire about that month. Didn't it stay on fire?
Yeah,
it's still on fire. Right. Still on fire.
Yeah. And then you go, you know what I'm saying, like Fred and went in the neighborhood. It was on Facebook showing, going to the house, and all these people over there got asthma. Babies being born with asthma. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you let these people get your cousin, your little niece, and your mama asthma for a couple $1,000?
Right.
Like, god damn, hold up, man.
Right.
Make us all look bad.
Real talk. Now, Scrub, you being from the neighborhood, what was your thoughts on the landfill?
And basically, the only thing I see beneficial to that was the cats that used to go over there and hustle the scrap. Them about the only people, man, that I see, because, like I say, the spot that I was at before I was here,
right.
And I seen cats go pass by my crib like, shit, 10, 15 times a day.
Okay.
For real, I'm saying.
I got you.
That was their hustle.
I got you.
But the way that look now, it ain't gonna look good when 49 comes.
You ain't lying. Right.
Because just say you coming out 49, but you gotta take 20.
Okay.
That's what you gonna bypass. You gonna bypass that, then you gonna bypass Cross Lake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's basically the only thing that you're gonna see when you come through Shreveport. If you're leaving 49, going to 20. You know what I'm saying? So that's the outlook that we want to, you know what I'm saying, give people when they coming through.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Final 49 question, and I'm gonna hit it towards you, Mike D. What do you think the effect 49 is gonna have on the Cooper Road neighborhood? Like, say 20 years from now, what do you think the effect is gonna be?
20 years from now, look, it's all on us. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna bring money.
Okay.
It's gonna bring money. How it affect us is gonna be all on what we do.
Okay.
If we sit back and let them put up all the businesses and all that up there,
right?
And we just sit back and accept the little jobs or whatever, cause like they talking like a Walmart, they put a Walmart right there,
right?
It's gonna kill us.
Or a truck stop.
Yeah, but a truck stop truck stop ain't no telling it might bring money, might not, you know, it's gonna bring money.
Depending on who on the lane.
Yeah, who on the lane.
Right.
And it's like a Walmart. All Walmart's gonna do is shut down all the businesses in the area.
True, real talk.
And all their money is going to Bentonville, Arkansas.
Real talk.
They coming back here.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? I don't work for Walmart. They don't really pay enough, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I used to work for Walmart.
Yeah, they don't really pay. You know what I'm saying? They fool you like that's fucked up. They fucked up, but they making all the money.
Right.
They making all the money.
Right.
I believe they'll be selling cars in a minute.
Actually, they do in DC. They got a Walmart car lot.
I figured that them motherfuckers got everything. But you know, if we play our cards right, it'll make us. We can take it and make something out of it.
Okay.
If we don't, the white people gonna have it all. We're gonna have the whole Cooper Road. We're gonna be out somewhere else, scattered out, and our kids probably won't even know each other.
Right.
They're gonna be raised way
right. Because the Cooper Road is like a big family out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, it ain't but a few families split up. Shit, damn near everybody's getting something.
I heard real thoughts about it. Okay, now back to the Free My People. Is this a mixtape?
Yeah.
Okay. It's already complete and ready for the people.
Yes, sir. It's our seller.
Okay.
On the streets right now.
Okay, how's it doing?
On the Lil J music.
Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah.
How long did it take to record it?
Oh, man, it took us some time to put this project together.
Okay.
Probably like a year or so.
Year and a half or something.
Okay.
So it's substance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We put a lot of time, a lot of thought into what we're doing.
Okay. Why so long? Put it together.
Well, man, one thing about when you're dealing with the way we do it, we get it from the mud. You know what I'm saying? And you just run into different type of things. You know what I'm saying? Financial setbacks or any type of setbacks. People go real life shit. People go through.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you're aware.
Real talk.
You have a project going. These ain't no life circumstances change for people. But as long as you got to be up on technology and learn how to capture those moments, man, and keep those moments, man. So you won't lose everything. So. You know, it took them just life circumstances why it took so long.
Okay. Okay. How many tracks on there?
20 hot ones.
20 tracks. Okay. Okay. And what topics are y'all hitting on the Free My People?
Man, we try to touch everything. I'm talking about.
I touched on everything.
You ain't lying. I'm talking about from trying to make some money to
You know what I'm saying?
females to trying to get trying to get the life right to man to
Day problems you deal with every day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They'll stand by your side when you're going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
just talking about the people that we lost, and along the way, and the ones that's locked up, and man, we pretty much everything, whatever whatever's on somebody's mind at the time, you know what I'm saying? And boom, there it is.
Okay.
Then you see it mention.
You should feel a different way after you listen to it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's substance, you know what I mean?
Okay.
That's one thing about music, you know what I'm saying? We used to buy music back in the day because it was giving us game, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it was putting us up on game. They don't do that in music no more, so we take it back.
Okay. Yeah, like UGK and all that, man. You can learn something. I got you.
Like Mike D.
Right.
So that's what I'm talking about right there. Just bringing it back, man. Teaching people.
Okay, so
because they don't live by them rules, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So out of 20 songs, if each man right here could name that one song that's their personal favorite, which one would you say? That people should check for.
Tell me to hold my head up and smile.
Yeah.
Sun gon' shine. Just wait and see. Right there.
Okay.
That mind up, baby.
What about you, man?
It just kind of depends on what mood I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I was contemplating on the drugs.
shit, me. I love making love. We gotta make love track on that.
Oh, no shit.
That's how I sell them. I go to the liquor store and see one of them females and go to her and say, look, and run love. She don't bite. I tell you what, the drive-through, they hit number, put the number 11, and when you come back through, if you like it, just give me my $5. It ain't failed me yet.
Okay. What's the name of number 11?
Make love.
Make love. Okay. So y'all just hitting an array of topics then, man. Okay. Now how do y'all?
But the devil is a lie. I think there's devil there. There's a name.
Okay. Now what's that about?
The devil.
I refuse to let him take us under.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He say he gonna take us under, but we ain't riding with that.
So how do y'all hit so many different topics without it sounding sloppy and all over the place?
Because it's real. The truth will never come back forward. You know what I'm saying? Sloppy or forward. You know?
Okay.
It's the truth. So
Even if you got real people making music, it kind of all just kind of follow, you know what I'm saying, kind of follow the place in the way. Just like I heard on Pimp C on the interview. They're like, yeah, man, me and Bun, you heard me, we don't even want to do our verse at the same time or something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It seemed like we were sitting in the studio and made it at the same time.
Right.
And they got something to do with it too, man.
Now, were all y'all present at the same time recording?
No, I don't think not on one song, you heard me? Not all at one time. We all been in the studio, not just on.
it's a different situation. You know what I'm saying?
Like we just got different
But somebody was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe one person was missing.
One
Something like that.
Sometimes when I'm at work, he at school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he at work, he way in Texas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then now he at work, I'm in school, and you know what I'm saying? And all the one while we was doing some bankz in jail. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We go from free my people to free and bankz.
Right. Real talk. So shit, that just made the title even more real. Shit, I got you.
Circumstances, life circumstances.
Right.
Like, damn, okay, let's put a stop. Okay,
so
we know what's gonna happen.
So Free My People, is this volume 1? Is going to be 2, 3, 4?
Volume 2. Yeah.
Volume 2. Oh, okay. Well, shit, my bad, man. Let's talk about volume 1 then. Shit,
just Free My People. You know what I'm saying? I was in jail when they made it. You know what I'm saying? But I was calling over the phone. You know what I'm saying? I had the phone and I was looking at the videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And he was just running with me like, yeah, man, this what we on now. You know what I'm saying? Free My People. I'm like, man, I'm for it. You know what I'm saying? It was hot.
Okay.
It was hot.
Okay, so volume 1, man, how that do?
Like he got a jam on there called Writing a Letter.
Okay, I heard that. Okay.
Yeah. So that's on volume 1. You know what I'm saying? And like Cuz said, when Cuz got out of jail, you know what I'm saying? We heard this.
When I first came home, I'm like, so I was locked up. Everybody telling me about someday.
Okay.
Man, like, they assumed I heard it. Man, I've been in jail. I've been in jail. And all that. I'm like, I ain't never heard it.
Right.
So I get out. First thing I ask my son, man, let me, because he loves shit out of them banks. You know what I'm saying? But I want, man, let me hear that something. But he goes straight to YouTube, and he's like, no, you gotta see this one first.
Right.
Writing a letter. I'm like, when I hear it, and I'm just looking like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. That's some real ass shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm in jail. These niggas around me, they listen to this bullshit ass, that's bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't here. I'm mad this motherfucker. Really just hear some real shit. I gotta go off to myself and put my little earphones in and listen to 8 Ball MJG and, you know what I'm saying, Tupac, shit like that.
Right.
I ain't no real, all the, but this some new shit.
Right.
And this some real shit. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn. And I know the niggas he talking about. You know what I'm saying? I know these niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know that what he's saying, he really this for real what he feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. And I'm like, damn, I done been in that situation too. Like, damn, my nigga in jail, this all I can do for him was shit and pray and hope that you're gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? And shit, you know, hey. Shit crazy, man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn. And so, like, I'm still trying to hear someday, but he's like, nah, you gotta check this out and check this out. I'm like, damn. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, but hey, it went hard, you know what I'm saying? But it's shit that you ain't gonna listen to it one time and go forget it. If you don't never hear it again in your life, you gonna remember it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's some real shit.
Real talk. Okay, so how did volume 1 set up volume 2?
Well, we did, you know what I'm saying? Me and Locc, we always talked about how we wanted to bridge the gap with Dallas and Shreveport, and we just came together, man. And we did that volume. We collected songs. We got Big D Brooks on there, you know what I'm saying? Family from the road, I'm cool.
Okay.
And so we just all came together for that volume 1. Me and Poppa was like, shit, let's crank it up to a volume 2. You know what I'm saying? Ain't getting out. So shit, you know, we've been working together for years, you know what I'm saying? So
okay.
Just like I said, circumstances set us back, but shit, we here now though.
Real talk.
We here now, so we on volume 2.
Real talk. And I know this may be a little premature for me to ask this, being that y'all promoting volume 2, but say for volume 3, would y'all be open to incorporate other hoods onto volume 3?
We would have put him on volume 2 if we could have, you know what I'm saying? That's what we trying to do.
We didn't intentionally exclude nobody, you know?
Right.
It ain't gonna work if it don't grow. That's what we trying to do, to get it to grow.
Real talk.
I got hoods in Dallas with the same that we went to with the same mentality. When I moved from the Cook Road, niggas just linked up, man. Niggas go to prison and still take care of each other. You know what I'm saying? Gang shit, really, you know what I'm saying? Survival shit. So,
right.
Same thing with the music. Shit, we got niggas like, that's how I was blessed with the UGK joint.
Okay.
Joint from UGK on there.
Right.
My hood in Texas.
Okay.
So we did a jam with them.
Okay.
So yeah, before MC died.
Right.
So yeah, it's gonna get big.
Okay. And bankz, with the message and the movement that Free My People is, what responsibility as an artist do you feel that you need to bring to the forefront?
Like D say, man, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta keep, you know what I'm saying, pushing, keep, you know what I'm saying, trying to keep the youngsters, you know what I'm saying, not from doing all this crazy, you know what I'm saying, dumb shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all we, you know what I'm saying? I was born and raised on the Cook Road, you know what I'm saying? But it's when you change your way of thinking, you know what I'm saying, you're a changed person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying, if you could elevate your mind from thinking a certain way, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't gonna go back to doing certain shit you was doing. You know what I'm saying? For real, why would I walk around with a gun on me, knowing that if I get caught with this motherfucker, I'm going back to jail for a long time. So why would I even put myself in a situation to even be around a gun? You know what I'm saying? Just like you change your way of thinking. You know, bankz, you just switched up, man. You acting funny. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't come, you know what I'm saying, do like, you know what I'm saying. But I was on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was full of drugs out here on some other shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no guidance, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I had to change my way of thinking, you know what I'm saying, to just to get where I'm trying to go, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna work that other shit. You know what I'm saying? You need to change, niggas. Nah, you need to stay the same. You plan on staying the same, the same nigga, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't gonna get you nowhere, you know what I'm saying? You gotta change, you know what I'm saying? You gotta adapt to this shit that's going on out here, you know what I'm saying? To change the way you're growing, you know what I'm saying?
Now, what was that one moment, and I'm asking y'all to the same question, what was one moment that made you want to change? That one moment to say, okay, I need to switch my shit up.
The last time I did in jail, that little 90 days, that was an eye-opener. He told me that if this where you want to keep coming to, because the next time you come, you're gonna be here for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And that ain't what I'm trying to do, man. I got blessed in my little situation. I ain't gonna speak on it, but I came out to deal with 90 days. You know what I'm saying? So I just put that in my head, like, nah, man, I can't do that, man. For real. So why would I even surround myself around stupid shit to get myself thrown away like that, man? I got kids, you know what I'm saying? They need me, you know what I'm saying? So I can't do that, man. This all I got is this music.
Right.
This all I got, you know what I'm saying? 2-time fed, half these motherfuckers don't want to hire you. And nigga attitude fucked up, you know, and nigga ain't finna work for no crumb. White man talking to me all crazy. I ain't gonna go for this. So why would I even put myself in that position?
Right.
Fuck up, you know what I'm saying, when I know how I am. You know what I'm saying? This all I got is this music, you know what I'm saying? So if I do it, stop promoting this crazy shit and do it, you know what I'm saying, for the lawyer, and what he got for me can't nobody take from me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do nothing but go up with it. You know what I'm saying?
Already. Poppa Locc, what was the moment that made you realize, hey, I gotta get my shit together?
That was the last time I was in jail. That was about like in 2008. My last drug. I felt like before I had went, you know what I'm saying, I felt like I was going through it. Everybody was constantly praying. Felt like I had no open line of communication with God, you know what I'm saying? I was constantly praying, like, just talk to me, just show me a sign or something like that. She sat me down for a couple of months, you know what I'm saying? I found, you know what I'm saying, how to really tap into it, you know what I'm saying, actually have to communicate with God, you know what I'm saying? To realize you're not operating godly, you know what I'm saying, ain't no way in the world you're going to be able to communicate with God. You're not really operating godly, you know, I had just got an understanding of everything. So when I got out there last time, as soon as I got out there last time, I ain't gonna lie, I went on the streets for no more than 30 minutes. I already wide open full of pills and drinking. But my way of thinking, it had already done changed, though. So it was just a matter of time before my actions followed. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what we're trying to do right now, just plant that seed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hopefully it grow.
Mike D, same question.
Man, years ago, man, a brother, man, Eddie Savannah Jr., may rest in peace. When I used to sell drugs and shit in the hood, you know, we used to me and him, we used to talk, whatever, we used to type. He told me, he said, look here, man, you know better than the shit you doing. He said, man, if you one of the stupid ass fools that know better than what you doing, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't say nothing. But you know better than what you doing, and you can do better. He's like, man, you can get other folk, these other boys to listen to you, a lot of them. And you can change a lot of shit if you get off your ass and do it. And you doing the shit what you doing. You don't like doing it. You doing it because you can do it. But that ain't what you want. And you know better. You know what I'm saying? You know. And he was right. But I tried to just keep on doing what I was doing. But even when I was doing good, money wise, whatever, I still was feeling it in here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wasn't never right. So I'm like, well, shit. You know what I'm saying? I was scared to try to get. I'm like, shit, this is all I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? I know I can do this other shit. I can't. I can go get a job, but shit, I can't. I don't know. I can't budget no $300-400 a week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm used to just spending.
Real shit.
But then it hit me like, look here, man. This shit you're doing is ungodly. You know what I'm saying? If you can trust God, You know what I'm saying? If you really trust God and believe in God, you'll say, fuck the dope. You know what I'm saying? Because the dope, you know what I'm saying, you already know where that's going to lead you. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, shit, I thought I was so slick. I don't know never too much get caught.
Right.
It didn't happen, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the time I had started getting into business and learning some things and had something going, and the dope made me lose it all.
Okay.
Lost it all. But then too, after about like 2 years in jail, I kind of was like glad. So I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm in here. I'm like, shit, I can't go nowhere. Drop my dumb ass out of college, so I make this my college.
Okay.
So I started buying the books. You know, LSU, you know, Louisiana Tech. This white boy that was out from jail with me, his parents sent him an itinerary or whatever. So I'm reading the books for the business schools and whatever. So shit, I was like, shit, I just read the books.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got people that I can ask questions, you know what I'm saying, if I run across somebody I don't understand. And so shit, I sat in there and I started learning from there. I went from there and started fucking with psychology. And started learning some shit, and then I started seeing shit. Like, damn, these people actually got niggas in here, they really experimenting with us on the pool. Like, these motherfuckers actually watching us and putting us in situations and watch the shit play out. And I'm like, damn, and then when you learn what people do, what make them do what they do. Like, shit, it ain't nothing to really make something happen. Cause shit, I'm like, when first it hit me, I'm like, damn. When I started reading psychology and it's teaching me why people do what they do or what they do really,
Cause and effect.
And I'm like, a motherfucker ain't gonna study this shit unless they mean to manipulate somebody.
Real
you ain't gonna read no book on how to fix a car if you don't plan.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers. So this the shit. So I'm like, so really, all this shit is manipulation that's going on out here.
Real talk.
You can either learn this shit. You got to learn this shit in order not to fall for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, a nigga got to do something. And I'm seeing that we get to the point where now they getting ready to exterminate us.
Okay.
And I'm looking at niggas like, I was watching the show, right? There are some people, black people in other countries. These people ain't never heard of Cornel West, Tavis Smiley. They know Lil Wayne and Rick Ross and all these motherfuckers.
Right.
So I'm like, damn. So they portraying us to the world as a bunch of criminals and drug dealers and shit.
Right.
So when they get ready to start killing us off, the rest of the world gonna be glad.
Right.
They be like, shit, you need to get rid of the motherfucking niggas.
Right. That's some real shit. That's real shit. I'm real talk.
And somebody got to step up and do something and say something. I know shit. They might get to a point motherfucker want to kill me behind it.
Right.
Shit, I would have died for a motherfucker throwing up the wrong gang sign at me. I would have died my people.
Right. That's right. That's real talk. So with Free My People, what's each man's position? What's each man's role within the group?
Man, united we stand, divided we fall.
Okay.
We're all in it together.
Okay.
We rock as one, man.
Okay.
We everybody, we just feed off each other.
Okay. So everybody rapped on it?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Who's the main producer behind the compilation?
Man, we got lots of producers.
Okay.
7.
And that's the thing about it, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I got a relationship with a lot of different producers. A lot of relationship with producers. And we got Texas producers on there, you know what I'm saying? We got Louisiana producers on there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a nice little, it's something different, man.
Okay. All right, man. Now, making the transition from music, because y'all said y'all want to influence the people in all areas. How do you make the transition from music into other areas? Like, say for instance, from music to the political arena. How do you make that jump?
I think we're going to have to start growing as a community first, man. Like Mike D was stating earlier, these folks beating us out because we started spending all our money to people that's taking it out of our community. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We want to start building up our community, man. We ain't got no strength before we can do anything.
Okay.
They beating us right there. We ain't got no economic control.
So how does a mixtape influence that?
It's that way of thinking, what we rapping about on now.
Okay.
Well, you get a country, for one thing, you got little kids in the conscious. I don't know if you even seen our Free My People video. You know what I'm saying? It's the community, man, and what we represent on that video, we got kids on that video, we in the park or whatever. But it's like taking it back to where it was when everybody was innocent, man, and trying to spoon feed them some substance, man.
Gotcha.
That's something positive, man.
Okay.
Well, look at it.
Now, Mike D, I want to ask you that. I want to ask you this question, especially when making the jump from music to the political arena. Given what you were talking about when we first came in, how do you make that jump from the music to the political aspect of things?
Really, I don't want to run for office or nothing like that, but I want to show people that we just by voting and sticking together with our vote and voicing and learning what's going on, that we can stop them from fucking over us. Because they doing it to us because we letting them, you know what I'm saying? And show them that, look, well, what I'm looking at is going around to everybody that I know and showing them that, look, and telling them, look here, some of them ain't gonna believe me or whatever, but I'm just gonna show you how voting, it ain't gonna be nobody to change our life for us. By voting, we're gonna be in a position to change it for ourselves. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have the power. We ain't putting nobody else in power. We gonna, you know what I'm saying, have the power, because just like we put them in, we can take them out. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta do nothing but just go vote for somebody else, bring somebody else up there, but you ain't finna run for us. You ain't finna look to represent us if you don't really represent us. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be somebody that come from one of us. And once we can do it in one neighborhood, somebody else in the next neighborhood, they'll be down with the same thing. For the one thing, it's hard to show somebody, tell somebody something, but you can show them all day long. Right. You know what I'm saying? They'll see it, and you know what I'm saying? But you can tell them, they can believe you, but there'll still be a little doubt in them. But once you can show it to them, you got them. You know what I'm saying? When they say, well, shit, they did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, in Queenburg, they're going to be like, shit, them niggas on the Cup Road did. I know damn well we can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, what about the brother, like Aunt Banks said, I'm a 2-time felon. I can't vote no more.
But see, that's if you active or not. Okay.
Yeah.
If you only
once you've been on paper for 1 year, if you've been on paper for 1 year, you can vote.
Okay. Yeah. Say it again, Aunt.
I'm still on parole.
Okay.
Yeah, but like Mike D, I know about that. They say you gotta wait 5 years. No, you don't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just still on parole. I
right.
do it while I'm on parole.
Right. See, a lot of cats don't know that. A lot of cats think that once you go to the clinic, it's over with.
Yeah, and see, that's what we need to make sure that they know this. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they know this. And then show them that, man, by voicing your opinion, you know what I'm saying? By voicing your opinion, you can get something done. Okay. They leaving us out because we allowing them to by not speaking up, and we do got power. A lot of people, man, they're gonna put whoever they want to in there, this and that.
Right.
Vote really, and so you gotta get them to understand. We can just get them to understand one thing: if your vote didn't mean nothing, them white folk wouldn't have killed all them black folk and other white people to keep you from voting. Right. And those smart black men and women wouldn't have went out there and died and took ass whoopings and get bit by dogs and all that and went to jail just so you could. It's power in the vote, or they wouldn't have went through all that just so you could vote. Okay. You see, they don't. The problem is with the history. You know what I'm saying? With the teaching of history. Like when we was in school, they taught us that, about the civil rights movement. Right. That the white man changed his ways just because a bunch of black folks were walking up and down the street. Right. That's a lie. Right. It wasn't because they was marching. It was because they wasn't spending their money with
real
it.
Real talk.
And see, they don't realize how much money we actually spend. But black folk, we might not have that much money, but we damn sure spend more money than anybody else.
Real talk.
Spend more money than anybody else on stuff that we have to go and buy again. Consumable goods.
Real talk.
That's why the Arabs come way from the other side of the world and put a store in our neighborhood. They don't go put the store in the white man's neighborhood. They might go live over there with the white man and send their kids to school with them, but they gonna put their stores in our neighborhood.
Real talk.
And then be friend us here, make like they all for it.
Yeah, so they know we wake up to go spend our money.
Right.
Can't wait to store. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to store.
Anybody else want to follow up? Okay, now with Free My People, basically what you guys are saying is that having power in your own hands and using that power that's in your own hands. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, well let me ask you this question. Label independent.